Is it me, or is ZARA that bad habit you just can't quit? Well, in today's video, I have 18 pieces from their summer collection to review and style up for you. Let's hope there's some gems in here. Let's get started. Okay, first up are these flowy wide leg trousers. These are high-waisted and they're fully elasticated all the way around for lots of comfort. Helps you to wear them either higher on your waist or lower if you prefer that. You can find a comfortable spot for yourself. Nice and flowy. This is the soft gold color. Also comes in terracotta and black, and those are stunning colors as well. So if I love these, I might be tempted to get it in all three colors. I love the length. The flow seems really right there, perfect for the heat of summer. I am wearing the medium. I'm feeling like they were a little too tight on the booty, and these need to be loose and flowy. To be blatantly honest with you, this is kind of riding up my booty a little bit, so I would definitely size up for myself. The color also is really light and they're very see-through. I could not tuck this in because you could see the dark brown of this top showing right through the pant. I'm wearing it at my natural waist. I do have a little bit of a tummy pouch going on here, so I would not want to wear it lower or on that pouch. It's just most comfortable for me at my natural waist. They are really long. I'm wearing them with a kitten heel, but they're still dragging on the floor. For a beach setting, I think these would be just fine. I personally would opt for either the black or the terracotta. I'm not crazy about this color, and hopefully maybe one of the darker colors would conceal a little more. I also don't like the way this top looks with this, especially I wanted to leave it out, but I don't like the way this tight is actually fitting against this loose. It's not quite giving very well. Also, it's cutting me in the middle of my body, which is not flattering at all. I'm going to try it with a white t-shirt and just see if I can achieve that loose, flowy, very beachy vibe that I was hoping to go for with these trousers. All right, I am liking this a lot better now that I have a larger, looser t-shirt on, even though I haven't tucked it in, just because it's very light on light. It's not giving that very jarring cut across the body, and this just seems a lot more lighter and airier and much more beach appropriate. This is the look I was going for. I would love a longer necklace to wear with this. I don't have any really long necklaces. This is probably the longest one I have. I think just a nice long necklace to elongate the upper half. This t-shirt makes me like these a whole lot more. However, I will size up on these. Next up is this deep dark brown linen and ramie, which is also another type of linen shirt dress. Now this is actually a long tunic dress, long sleeve with a collar. I guess it's kind of like a shirt dress. As you can see, it's quite see-through. I thought this also might be a perfect summer cover-up dress. Perfect for a vacation, to wear over a bikini or a bathing suit, to have lunch by the pool or on the boardwalk by the beach. Probably is going to be quite comfortable. Also pockets. I love the look of this. It's also kind of giving me a little bit of the row vibes. I think just that long drapiness, that very minimalist look, a little bit of oversized feel to it, drapey and comfortable and loose, but also rather chic and put together. I don't know why, but lately I've been really kind of honing in on that style as far as fantasizing about it and looking at a lot of it on my Instagram feed. So I don't know, I think I might want to try experimenting with that aesthetic a little bit. Let me know what you think of that type of aesthetic, if that's something that you like, but I am ever changing my style and always playing around with it. I love to try different things, and this might just be another thing to experiment with. I'm actually really loving this. I think it would make a perfect beach cover-up. I picked it up in a size large. I'm not quite sure why I did, maybe thinking I needed to accommodate my broad shoulders, but I think this is oversized, or it's very relaxed in its silhouette, so I could probably afford to go down to my usual medium. It is quite roomy and the shoulders drop quite a bit, and I think there's just a lot of room to play with in this. I'm wearing a black bikini underneath, and you can see it's quite see-through, so that's why I think it would make a really good beach cover-up, unless you want to walk around like this. No judgment. To each their own, whatever makes you happy. I would probably just wear something like this to the beach, or maybe I'd even throw a slip dress underneath it to have a little more coverage. But I do love the sheerness of this and the drape and the overall feel of it. I like that it is very relaxed and comfortable. If I wanted to, I could probably belt it, but I don't think this was meant for belting. I think it's meant to just be oversized type of silhouette. This linen blend feels really nice and breathable. affordable. I am quite happy with this. I think this is a really good find. Next up is a stunning dress that really caught my eye, because of the color. I really love orange for the summertime. I also love the neckline. It is asymmetrical. I think this is falling off the shoulder like this. It has ruching here in the waistline, so it's going to be quite flattering. The rest of it seems pretty column style. It has some stretch in it, but there is no slit on either side. So again, working with recycled polyester here. Let's see how it fits. By the way, all my sizing will be in the description box below, along with links to everything that you'll see in this video. So just go down to the description box, hit that word that says more or show more, and the whole description box will open and allow you to shop all these links. I had high hopes for this dress, and it certainly is not disappointing at all. I am really loving the way this fits and the way it looks. This asymmetrical detail is one of my most favorite things when it comes to clothing. I just love an off-the-shoulder moment. I love asymmetry. It just really is something that I'm drawn to. So I love the visual interest that this provides. I can wear a bra under it, so I have a strap here, and the strap here is just shoved down here a little bit, but I can easily remove it. But I do like that I can wear a full bra with this, and it fits beautifully. There's just a little bit of ruching through the waist here. I kind of wish it had a teensy bit more. It would make me feel a little more comfortable, but it is still quite flattering, and it's very fitted, as you can see, all the way down. There's no slit on the bottom. I do love this color. I am very drawn to orange. I think it looks really good on my skin, especially when I have a tan. This orange dress is just really, really speaking to me. I wish I had an occasion to actually wear it to. Maybe for my anniversary coming up next month. Maybe I should save it for that. That might be good. Maybe we'll go away for a weekend or something. I'll ask my husband. I think it's beautiful, and I feel like $1,000,000 in this. And I said earlier, I love to try different aesthetics, like the whole minimalism row aesthetic, but also the boho trend has really been catching my eye. I used to be very much of a boho girly, probably 10 years ago, I don't know, quite some time ago, but I was all into those ruffly blouses, romantic floral blouses, frills and ruffles, and just flowiness, and just overall very ethereal, light and airy type of feel. And a little part of me still resonates with that a lot. So I'm always drawn to it, but I just never want to actually own the clothing. In any case, I love experimenting. So I wanted to try this gorgeous blouse here from ZARA. This is a very much of a romantic vibe with this open lace detail here. It has some short sleeve, puffy a little bit, with also some detail on there. And it's cropped with a scallop detail, but hopefully it's not too cropped. I don't want it showing my midriff, but I would be happy to pair it with some high-waisted pants and not have anything show. Collar is gorgeous as well. I'm very curious to see how this one looks on. And it's 100% cotton. Yay for that. Next up is a tiered maxi skirt. Now this looks absolutely gorgeous, and definitely in that boho realm as well. It's 100% cotton. It has a drawstring here, so allows you to wear it higher up or lower on your waist. Again, that comfort level, which I love so much. And I think it's just a nice light piece. Does it have pockets? No, it does not have pockets, but that's okay. I think this would make a great item to go out in the summertime, as far as vacation, by the beach, or just out and about. I'm envisioning probably just a simple white tank top and some sandals with it. Nothing crazy, nothing over the top, just something easy, breezy, light, and very summery. And this one comes in white and chocolate brown as well. I don't think I would wear these items together, although they are lovely, but this is definitely not my aesthetic head to toe. I would rather mix this perhaps with a pair of jeans, and this I would probably put with a tank top just to feel a little more comfortable. This is a little too much of one aesthetic, I would say, and I really like to put a lot of contrast in my outfits. This isn't necessarily working for me. However, this one fits beautifully. I do have broad shoulders, and it fits quite nicely on the broad shoulders. Only thing is, you can see a lot going on through here. You could see right through the netting into the bra. I would probably probably wear more of a bralette underneath, something that could hide this area. Personally, I would maybe even size up in this, not so much to accommodate my broad shoulders this time, but just to accommodate my chest. And my chest is not that large. However, I feel like it's just protruding out of this shirt, and I would probably feel a little more comfortable for it to just be a lot looser overall. But I love the length of it. I'm so happy that it's not crop top all the way up to here. This skirt is situated at my natural waist, and I have a belt here just to give it a little more pizzazz, because on its own it just felt a little flat, especially with that little tie waist here. I don't like that, so I just tied it and I tucked it in, and then I just camouflaged the whole thing with a belt sitting over on top of it. And I think that just helps add to the outfit as well. It is quite long, as you can see, and I'm 5'7" for reference, but I love the fit of it. I don't think it's overly see-through. It's a beautiful lemon yellow color, and yeah, I'm really loving these pieces. Not together necessarily, but separately, I think they're both darling. All right, next up is this stunning butter lemon dress, and it just really caught my eye because of all the details on it. It's a one shoulder, has a little cutout here on the top, also a cutout here at the waistline, but I think it's rather subtle. Can't wait to try this on. And it's pretty long. I think it's a stunning dress, great again for vacation. I think honestly I had vacation vibes when I made this purchase. However, I'm not going on vacation anytime soon. I've just moved to Utah and we're settling in. It was quite a big expense, so I think our vacations this year might consist of a quick weekend getaway perhaps. But honestly, I feel like I'm on vacation out here in Utah because it's just stunning. But I digress. This dress is beautiful. Only downside on this dress is that it is polyester. However, it is a recycled polyester, if you can forgive it a little bit for that. So let's make final judgment once I have it on. Well, I had really thought of all the items that this would probably be my most favorite. However, it's not turning out to be the case. Good things are I love the neckline and this cut in the middle and this cutout here on the side. I just think it's really chic and it's wonderful for a vacation or a really fancy night out. Just a dress to help you feel really sexy and just gorgeous in. And I do feel really good in this dress. I like the way it drapes. I like that it's not skin tight here. It does have a little bit of give, so it's not hugging my body completely. And I really like that. It's boosting my self-confidence instead of feeling like it's completely hugging me. It has the slightest bit of ruching right here, so it is helping the tummy situation, and that makes me feel good. But I do wish they had a better choice of fabric. This is feeling like a rather cheap polyester, and believe me, I've tried polyester dresses from ZARA and they fit and feel a lot better than this. Like, I forgot what the orange dress was, if that is a polyester, but I mean, the orange dress felt great. This one doesn't feel so good, and just the construction of it, I feel like it's puckering here a little bit, like it's just not sewn very well. And then if you can see, hopefully you can see in the lights, but there's a seam here. I guess they folded the material over and you can see the seam through the middle of the dress like this, and I just don't like that. It just feels really cheap to me. This just kind of feels like a really cheap bridesmaid's dress, I suppose. That's probably, yeah, I think that I'm hitting the nail on the head there. It feels like a cheap bridesmaid's dress. Concept was incredible, but the execution is just not there. All right, we all need some white jeans for the summertime, and I saw these wide leg jeans and they caught my eye. I just had to try them. They are high-waisted, super, super wide leg. Just look how nice and big that is. Love how that looks. Not entirely crazy about this cuff that they put on, but it is quite thin and it's not bulky, and it's also not giving you a contrast of color like a blue denim would. So maybe it's just going to disappear and I won't pay too much attention to it. Also, this belt, not crazy about it, would definitely remove it and just add your own. It's not doing anything for these jeans, but I like the way they look overall. There is a seam that has been creased into the middle of them, which is fine because I think it just kind of elevates them a little more to making them feel more like a trouser. Let's hope that these fit well, and they are 100% cotton. Ding, ding, ding. Very happy about that. Oh, and the pockets actually look pretty cool too. It's kind of giving it overall a very retro vibe to me, which I'm totally here for. There's a few boho related items in this haul because I'm just experimenting, and here's another one of those pieces. This is a ruffly halter top, sleeveless, and it has a tie in the back here at the neck. There is no backless detail here, so luckily I can wear a strapless bra with it, and and I'll be fine, but there's ruffling through the front, there's ruffling on the sleeveless part of it and across the bottom, and it's a little bit of an asymmetrical hem, if you can see that, but just beautiful ruffles throughout. I love these types of tops in theory, but hopefully it's something that I would like on me as well. I just love the way it looked on the model. I thought it'd be worth giving it a try. Also comes in brown and pink, but of course yellow is having a really hot moment right now, so I had to try it in yellow. Looking forward to seeing how this looks. Again, 100% recycled polyester. I really would love it if they could produce something like this in silk, or if I could find it that way. Maybe Chloe makes them in silk, but I'm sure that is an astronomical price, and this is just a more cost-effective option, and that's why I shop at ZARA and not at Chloe. All right, here are the wide leg jeans with the belt on them. I picked them up in a size 8 because lately I've been wearing more of a size 29 waist in jeans. I've just been feeling a lot more comfortable in that size. I've gained a few pounds and I just feel more comfortable, but this size 8 does feel a little large on me. They're coming up or right at my belly button, but I do feel like they feel a little roomy, like they do feel like they're too big for me. However, they are doing this really strange crotch thing here, like they have these creases here and there's this weird wrinkled puckering thing here that I could not steam out for the life of me. So I think it's a quality control issue. There's something going on with the construction of these jeans, and for that reason I'm definitely sending these back. I do like that they are not that long. I mean, I'm getting away with wearing them with flats. They are dragging ever so slightly, but they're definitely shorter than the flare jeans that I already own, for example. And I do like the wide leg of them. That's really nice. However, up here, just not feeling it. And of course, if I were to keep these, this belt would have to go because it's just cheapening the entire look, as if the construction already wasn't bad enough. The belt is horrible. And speaking of horrible, this top is also atrocious, I have to say. It is feeling cheaper than cheap. Like this is probably the cheapest polyester that you can find, and maybe they tried to keep it light so that it could be really flowy and loose and frilly and everything, but it's just horrific. It almost looks like I'm wearing a black bra underneath, but I'm wearing a nude bra, but it just seems to be picking up this dark color, and it just looks horrendous. It just really, really looks awful. So both of these items are going back, sad to say. We're about halfway through this video and I'm so thrilled to have you here. Please take a quick second and let YouTube know that you're enjoying this video by giving it a big thumbs up. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. We're all about chic, sophisticated, modern fashion for the woman over 40 or any age for that matter. I think fashion is ageless and you shouldn't put a number on your personal style. That being said, please make sure that you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. All right, back to the video. Next are some black flowy palazzo pants. Now these are full length. They have pockets. They're super wide leg, allowing for a beautiful flow and drape on these pants. I can't wait to try these on. Again, recycled polyester, but hopefully once I put them on and style them up, they'll look more expensive than they are, which is my goal for all of these things. I love ZARA because I love that high-low mix when putting together outfits. You put a little something inexpensive with something a little more elevated, and together it just makes a perfect combination. Next up is this beautiful halter style satin top, and it has an open back detail here. I thought this looked stunning on the model in the website. She was wearing it with those black palazzo pants I just showed you a second ago, so I'm definitely going to try out that combination. Now I love an open back, but personally I always kind of shy away from them because I do prefer to wear a bra. I really don't like the girls to just be loose and having a mind of their own, so I like to keep them in check. If you know what I mean. And that often means that I can't really wear low back things like this. So let's see if how low this comes, that maybe I can conceal a strapless bra underneath it, then that would be fantastic. But if you don't have a large chest or you don't care about wearing a bra, then something like this I think would be really stunning for a summer dinner night out. I think it's very elegant, especially in black. I think it comes in like 8 different colors, from white to red to lilac and so many other colors. So definitely something to fit your wardrobe. If you want a splash of color, you just want to go with something classic, but I'm hoping to try this on and have some good results. Again, recycled polyester. Now this is a night and day difference from the yellow polyester top that I showed you. This one feels like a satin. It feels more luxe. Definitely feels like a higher quality. I would have to say that I think it runs pretty large. This is a medium on me, or maybe perhaps it's the way that it's cut, but it is very, very deep here. And as you can see, it shows pretty much my whole bra in the back. So you would need to get a bra that comes down lower. And I know they're out there. I don't happen to own one, so I'm kind of out of luck on this top. Or you can go braless, but I'm definitely not comfortable with that. And given that it's so loose, you could probably see everything and I'll be hanging all over the place, and it's not a vibe. Not for me anyway, so I will have to pass on this top, unfortunately, but I do think it is stunning. I am actually not even hating the slight cowl neck that it has here. It's just a little bit of a drapey neck, and I think overall, I think it's beautifully done. I just wish there was a little more material here on the side. Maybe if I tried the small, oddly enough, maybe it would fit me a little more like this, but it is quite loose on me. Let me tuck this in and show you the trousers. I do love these. They are feeling a little roomy on me. Let me see what size I got. Oh, I got a large. So they are roomy. I do like the way they are draping on the booty. So for that reason, I would probably just hang on to this size because I think the medium would probably skim me a little too tightly on the booty. Kind of how I didn't like those first flowy pants with the elastic waistband. Those are fitting a little too tightly on the booty for the way that I want these to drape, and these are giving me a beautiful drape, which I'm really, really enjoying. They are quite long. My heel is a few inches higher than a kitten heel. They are still dragging on the floor, and actually, only thing that I could say is that I wish this had some belt loops because I would need a belt to cinch it in, and there's no belt loops here, so that is unfortunate. There are pockets, but for that reason, I would probably need to send these back just because I think I'm in between sizes and I most likely would not like the way the mediums fit on me, but I love the loose feel of them, the length, the drape of them. I think they are stunning. Altogether, I think this is stunning, but for the right person, and I'm not quite sure I'm the right person for it. A few minutes later, I was taking some pictures with these trousers on, and I'm really, really loving them. I'm tempted. I'm pretty sure I'm going to exchange these for a medium and see if they fit a little better because I really just love the drape and the length and just the whole feel of them. Sticking to the boho theme, this is a stunning embroidered dress. It looks like quite a mini dress, so I'm curious to see how this is going to fit on. But it has this beautiful detailing here, some lacy frilliness here throughout the top, and then I thought it was beads at first, but it's all stitching. It's definitely all stitching. And here's what the back looks like. I think it is absolutely beautiful. It's 100% viscose. It has a polyester lining, and I'm curious to see how this looks because I'm just really in love with it looking at it. All right, so this dress is not as short as I thought initially. However, it is far more low cut than I thought. I am feeling a little self-conscious in this. It's coming up way, way, way too deep here. And I could just kind of zhuzh it up and give it a little more of an asymmetrical look here and then just have this a little higher up. But then it dips down in the back a little too much and it shows my bra. And honestly, even when it's level, it peaks my bra just a little bit there. So if you're a little worried about that, that's a concern. Perhaps I would maybe put a nude colored bandeau under here so that it could match the dress, but also conceal what I want to conceal because it also is coming up rather low here on the underarm, and I had to push my bra down to try to conceal the bra strap from showing. This might be a good bikini cover up, but I do think that you would need to wear something underneath it unless you don't care if your bra is showing, but I do care about that. So for me, I think I would have to cover up just a little bit. The embroidery is stunning. It's a very pretty, sweet, boho inspired dress. Next up is this halter vest. As you can see, it has some buttons down the front and it's a halter halter style. Looks like it has a plunging neckline and a knot detail here, and it is open in the back, very much like that satin black halter that I showed you, but this looks a little higher in the back. Perhaps I can easily conceal a bra behind it, and I'm loving how this looks. It's a viscose material with a little bit of polyester in it. I think it feels nice, and I can envision this with a nice wide leg pair of white jeans or white trousers. Speaking of white trousers, here is a pair that I had previously purchased, and I really love them. However, for some reason I decided to send them back. I just kind of thought maybe they were a little too wide on me, and I wasn't quite sure if they'd be practical enough. I think I have to wear them with heels. They're super wide leg, very high-waisted. They have a lot of volume, and I mean, I loved them, but I just wasn't quite sure how wearable they would be for me. But I was pining over them, and I decided to purchase them again. Here I am trying them on again to see if I am still in love with them, and I'll probably keep them if I am. They are 100% cotton with pleating and a high waist. I mean, I just love all those elements, and of course the wide leg. Probably gonna try these with that halter top I just showed you, and let's see how they look. And let me know if you love this style or hate this style. I'm curious to see what all your comments will be in the description box below, and let me know what your thoughts are on all of these. I have a few more pieces to show you, so let's get on with it. All right, here's the white halter top paired with the white twill wide leg pants, and I do still love them as much as I remembered. I love that they are high-waisted and pleated and extremely long and very, very wide-legged. I don't know how practical they are as far as wearing them, because I need to wear them with a heel, or I'll have to have them altered so that I can wear them with a kitten heel. I'm wearing kitten heels far more than high heels nowadays. I'm just enjoying a smaller heel in general. So I'm still thinking about these, but I do just love how big and pleated and wide leg and voluminous they are. I don't know, I just feel like it's really, really flattering. Now, what's not flattering is this top. I can say 100% it's far too small on me. This is running very small. I think this is a medium, and I definitely need a large in it, because for the most part I could barely breathe. It is just really tight. In fact, I probably don't even need to have a bra on with this. I have a strapless bra, and it's pretty low cut, so I actually have this tied around the front of the bra, which is a really cool hack I saw on Instagram. If you could see that, the bra is there, and these are just kind of intertwined around it and tied. It helps conceal it, but there's still a little bit of it peeking through. It's not the best method in this case, but maybe a different bra would be better, or perhaps if it was the right size for me. As you can see here, I couldn't even button this down here. I could, but it would be extremely tight and uncomfortable, so I left one of them open. Yeah, it's not my favorite. I think if it were the right size, I think it would be quite nice, because the overall concept of it is very pretty, but just being that it's the wrong size for me, it's really hard to judge. Let me know if I should send these back again, or do you think I should keep them? They're just really, really cool. Peplums have really been catching my eye lately, and I just love that concealing tummy effect that they offer. And it's also very feminine and pretty, and I'm really just loving them lately. This one caught my eye on the ZARA website, so I had to try it, of course. A nice, very voluminous peplum detail here. It's sleeveless, but the straps are thick to allow you to conceal a bra behind it, hopefully. And it has this beautiful, nice sweetheart neckline. Very romantic in style and just very pretty and feminine. I love how this looks. It is polyester, but hopefully it looks better than it feels. It also comes in white, but I thought the black looked a little more expensive. The white on the website even kind of looks pretty cheap, so didn't want to go for the white one. I thought the black would look a little more elevated. Okay, I have to say I am pleasantly surprised by this peplum top. I thought initially the polyester would completely turn me off. However, I do love the fit of it, and the fit of it is overriding the polyester. In fact, it's quite a thick polyester. It almost feels like shapewear. It's really holding me in here in the upper half, and I'm liking how that feels. I am wearing a full bra underneath this with straps and everything. It it is concealing it just beautifully. The straps are just thick enough in order to allow me to do that. It's giving a beautiful sweetheart neckline here. With the help of the bra and the compact feel of this top, it is really accentuating the girls, and I love that. It is also really nice and fluffy and loose, and the peplum is just draping over my tummy very comfortably, and I love that. And it's not too short at all, just a perfect length. I have it paired here with my favorite flares, also from ZARA. I picked these up on the white denim video that I have on my channel. If you missed that, I'll link it below. Did a review of, I think, 7 pairs of denim for the summertime, and these were one of them, and I love them so much. They are quite long, so I do have them with a heel, but I love this flare with a peplum. I love how that looks, and I'm just really extremely happy and pleasantly surprised with this one. All right, this and the next thing I have to show you are both sets, but of course purchased separately. And this is this faux suede blazer and short set. And I really caught my eye on the website. Just that detail looks really quite cool. These are all little square cutouts on here, and it has a nice faux suede feel to it. Of course, faux suede is polyester. I like the look of it. There's no button here on the blazer. It's just an open style blazer with pockets. And then the shorts, as for the shorts, they have pocket detail. They have a nice tailored appearance to them. They look a little short. Hopefully they come up mid-thigh and they're not too short, but I'm curious to see how these look together. I'd probably just pair a plain white t-shirt or tank top underneath it to keep it simple. I am a little iffy on this one. I think it fits just fine. So the sizing I picked out fits great, good on my shoulders. The length is pretty decent. They're pretty easy to scrunch up and they stay up, which is a good thing. I feel like it feels a little funny on my arm. All these little perforations, they just create a weird feeling texture. And so it's a little odd, but it's nothing overly uncomfortable. It just, you can just kind of feel it on your skin. So I do wish the arms were just a teensy bit looser. The shorts fit me great. They're at my natural waist. They are a little on the short side. I mean, they're not super hot pant short, but they are shorter. However, they're fine, and they're covering up my booty. They're halfway up my thigh, so that's fine. There's no belt loops on here, so you are just going to have to sit one on top of your waist or just forego it altogether. I have it here with just a simple cause tank top. I think, honestly, it's rather bland. It's not my favorite. So this one is going to go back, unfortunately. You might feel different about it. Let me know what you think about it. I could take it or leave it. I think I'll leave it. All right, this next item is this belted blazer with shoulder pads, and it has palazzo pants that match along with it, long drapey palazzo pants. Now, upon first look, this is quite disappointing because it does not nearly look as luxe and as fabulous as the model is depicting it in the picture. That vibe, I was all about that vibe, and it just sold me on it. However, in person, it's not quite giving that much. So I'm not that crazy about it. Maybe I'll fall in love with it once I put it on, but upon first glance, it's just not doing it for me. Really not crazy about the collarless blazer here. It's just not something I gravitate to. It does have a belt, so it does have that great cinching quality, and I suppose you can trade out the belt for your own, but I think the look of this is just that nice drapey feel of the overall look on it. I'm not hating this as much as I thought I would. I am seeing the potential in this. If I were to size up on this blazer, I am wearing a medium, and I think the website said it runs large, which is why I stuck with a medium. Otherwise, for sure, I would have gone for the large, but I definitely do need a large. Not only is it fitting tight through my back, but it's actually feeling really tight here through my arms. It's cut really small. Let me put it that way, at least small for my body. It is quite low cut, and I have it buttoned. I suppose if I unbuttoned it and just tried to cinch it a little tighter like that, it would show less of the girls here, but be ready to show some cleavage on this because it is quite low cut. However, I do love the overall look of it. I love these trousers, extremely wide leg, extremely long. I'm wearing one of my taller heels and they are still puddling on the ground, and I would say that they're a good fit, but they are a mid-rise. They are coming up underneath my belly button, but at least this jacket is covering over on top of it. However, here. I would definitely size up on the jacket. The pants, I think I got true to size. It's a medium. All in all, I like the satiny look of it. I think it really elevates it. It looks much better on than it did on the hanger, that is for sure. I would say that this is quite nice, actually. I mean, I would wear this to a summer wedding or an early fall wedding or a spring wedding because I think it just looks really chic and very elegant and classy, especially if you can hide the girls just a little bit like this. I don't think you necessarily need to wear anything underneath it, although you could wear a camisole underneath if you want to just have a little more coverage up here in this area. If I were to size up on this, I would love the drape of it, the relaxed feel with the cinched waist. I just think it's really classy and elegant, and yeah, this one has surprised me and it's definitely exceeded my expectations. Everything is linked in the description box below. Overall, I think this was a very successful ZARA haul with the exception of a few poor quality items and also some of the sizing I didn't get quite right, but that's more on me. Let me know what your favorite item was, and also here's a question for you. Let me know what haul you would like me to do next. Perhaps it's from a brand that I've never tried before, maybe a brand that caters to a more mature audience, like maybe Ann Taylor or a White House Black Market, maybe something along those lines. I could dig through those websites and find items that are Maria Nicole style approved, items that I find sophisticated and modern and elevated, and they look polished without looking very aging or frumpy. Let me know if you'd like me to do something like that, because I think that would be quite fun. In any case, thank you so much for tuning in and staying all the way to the end. I appreciate you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye.